Hey everyone, today I want to do a quick video on what I call a biome mashup. Just wanted to give a quick tip on some ways we can alter the different texture packs. So what I have here, obviously this is the desert texture pack, and I took some of the Arctic elements and I'm dropping it in here and just showing you how you can actually double the amount of props that you have for each biome. So I could quickly just jump in here and change some of the colors, and now I have something, certainly could take a little bit more time to tweak it, but I have something that looks like it belongs now in this biome. There we go. So now I took that really cool looking Arctic rock and brought it into my desert biome, and it looks great. So this next little tip I want to show you has to do with being able to alter the texture color. So this is again an Arctic texture that I'm using in the desert biome. I could just quickly come up here and change the color, and you could see how easily I can make it fit within this universe. So one of the things that's really great about it, and this requires the Artist Pack DLC, but it's well worth it if you're going to buy it, because if you really think about it, for every biome you get, you're exponentially growing the amount of textures you have for every biome you have. And I'll go ahead and show you how I could use some of the desert props and make some changes here to make it look like it fits naturally within the Arctic biome. Of course, you can spend a lot of time tweaking this. I just wanted to get the general idea, general color of where it should be to make it look like it sits naturally in there, that it could be part of it. So I highly suggest to get the Artist Pack and do some alterations here. The way I look at it is, for each biome I now have more tile sets because they can all be mixed and matched. So this cracked surface here of the desert could go really well with the Arctic area. Of course, here we go. What you're definitely going to want to do is dress it up as well, roughen some of the corners, add some props, maybe some rocks or some ice around it to break it up so it doesn't look so stark there in your own creations. But to give you an idea, it sits in there pretty well. And of course you could do that with any of the props. I want to keep this video short, so I'll just show you those two real quickly. Next thing I want to show you is one of my favorite tools, and that is, for sculpting, it's the smooth and roughen. So I intentionally left all that hill that I built up around to show you that you could easily just roughen things up a little bit, and it gives it a much more natural look. It's really quickly I've been able to go in here and give it a much more realistic look. Now you see I dug in a little too deep here, but I'm a big believer in not using undo. That happy accidents happen by constantly sculpting back and forth, so I'm going ahead and smooth these, and you never know what you're going to get, so I think it's worthwhile. Obviously there are some times you can use an undo, and it's important to use undo, but if at all possible, I like to fix my errors within the world, because you get a happy little surprise sometimes. Things happen, things shift. You might see it from a different angle you normally never would have. Adjust the properties here a little bit. So there you have it. You can constantly tweak this, but I thought it would be a nice little tip to show you guys that there's a lot you could do with the available props and textures within the different biomes to alter things up so it doesn't look quite like anybody else is out there when you incorporate it into your own game. Thanks a lot for your time. Follow me at Steampunk Raygun on Twitter or the Steampunk Raygun on YouTube.